Okay, this is going to be the last one today, I think. So the other little side street I was just going to take you down sort of leads to a little church courtyard thing. It looks quite nice. So yeah, I'll just pan round so you can have a look. And there you go, you see? You've got this lovely street light things again. Love them, really cool. Right, so we'll head down here. Like I say, it seems to be like a little church square thing here, whatever they call it. So, right, let's have a little wander up here. I like churches as well, they're quite beautiful buildings. I'm not necessarily a religious person, but I do like churches. They're quite nice. So, okay, let's have a little look. Here we go. So, yeah, look. See? It's a sort of little square thing. And this little church here. It's looks Norman actually. With the what's they say? You can always tell a Norman church because it doesn't have a steeple. It has like a castle thing at the top. So I don't know if it's actually Norman or whether it's you know, in the Norman-esque style. But apparently that is one way you can tell the difference between a sort of Norman church and I think later churches, I believe. I might be wrong on that. Like I say, my information isn't always absolute and correct necessarily. Like I say, I've got a basic general knowledge, and usually my general knowledge is fairly accurate, but you know, I mean, I always stand corrected if I'm wrong about something. So, but yeah, I'm fairly certain I remember reading that somewhere or seeing it somewhere or something or whatever. It's just, that's just typical though, isn't it? You come to a place where you think like, oh, I'll just get a nice bit of quiet, what's the name, nice little picturesque thing, and then all of a sudden you find somebody's working and drilling and doing all sorts of things. It's like you can't seem to get away from noise these days. Yeah, oh dear, never mind. Anyway, it's not, it doesn't matter. So, anyway, we're away from it now, so. Right, so, we're now heading to another little road, and I've no idea what it is, but look, the daffodils are out. You know, see, you can tell when spring's here and daffodils are starting to come out. Right, now, I'm just wondering whether to have a little wander up there. It looks slightly interesting, but I don't know. Like I say, I am getting tired. And I'm just wondering whether we want to... Well, I'll tell you what. Let's head up this way, I guess. Although we're about next to a noisy road again. So, yeah, look, there's the church, look. Hiding behind that tree. I don't know what kind of tree that is. It looks like... Well, it's not a weeping willow, but it's interesting. I've never seen one of them. I wonder what kind of tree that is. I've never seen a tree like that before. Okay. Right, so there you go, you can see the top of the sort of tower, bell tower-y thing. And like I say, my understanding is that if it's like a castle-y effect like that, usually it means it's a Norman church, or it was either built in that era or it is built in the style of that. So, right, okay. So let's, ooh, that looks interesting. What's that over there? Interesting looking building. Oh, it's a restaurant, but it looks quite nice actually. Right, so there's a churchyard down there. And let's see what we got here. So you've got some nice little shops here. I'm not sure where this is taking us actually. This is an adventure for me as much as it is for you guys, because I haven't got a clue where I'm going. I don't remember ever being down here before. I mean, like I say, I've been to Richmond a few times, but I'm, like I say, I'm not sort of traipsed out mostly in the, obviously the shopping area mostly. So, but yeah, oh look, you see, another little sort of passage. Well, I'll say passage. I don't mean passageway, as in, I just mean a little cut through where it leads to, I guess, another part of the town, I guess. Right, oh, I think I know where I'm coming up to actually. Coming up to a bit of a junction thing. Right, I'm just thinking, see, I'm trying to make these videos a little bit more interesting and a little less boring than perhaps they have been. and I'd rather be filming somewhere where it's a bit more interesting for you rather than just walking down the road. So I'll tell you what, I'll stop it there again for now. I did say it was going to be my last one, but I quite enjoy doing these. I must admit, the more I do it, I'm more getting a bit like Adam Woo sort of thing, in the sense that, like, it's quite a nice thing to do, isn't it? And once you start getting a few people watching your videos, and especially when you start getting comments, I mean, at the moment I don't get very many comments, if any at all, although there's one chap who's just recently subscribed to my channel. I can't remember his YouTube name after, well, so I say YouTube name for want of a better way of describing, I mean, I don't think it's his real name, although I don't know, I'm not sure now, because some people use their real name but then add it with something else, so I must admit I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, yeah, so he's been commenting on my latest videos, which is nice, because like I say, you know, I've watched a few other people do this, Adam the Woo and people like that, and you know, the thing is that they seem to like really thrive on it, you know what I mean? They really enjoy it, and you know, I can see how they can get the bug on it, because I guess I'm starting to get the bug myself, and even though I'm really tired, and I am getting really tired, I'm actually quite enjoying what I'm doing. I'm getting less self-conscious about it and all, actually, just enjoying the process, which is quite nice. So yeah, and I guess what it is as well, it's the creative side of me, the artist in me, that I don't often get to create much these days for one reason or another, and even just doing this is quite creative in its own way. So I guess that's why I'm enjoying it, because my creativity is getting an outlet, which it doesn't always necessarily get these days. So I think that's part of the reason why I'm enjoying it so much. And like I say, at the end of the day, when I think about it, you know, the more I do it, and the more I do it in a public space, the less self-conscious I'm becoming about it, and the less bothered I am about whether people are watching me, looking at me, maybe saying something or whatever. You know, I don't know, I guess it's like anything really, when you think about it. It's like, the more you do something, the more often you do it, the more sort of, you know, I guess the easier it becomes. Right, I've just noticed the wind's picking up again. Right, look, oh great, I hate when the wind does that. Even just a little breeze like that, I bet it sounds like a flipping hurricane on there now. I hate that. I mean, see, the thing is, I haven't got the best camera in the world. It's not like top of the range or whatever, and it'd be really nice to have a decent sort of setup where I could at least get rid of some of that noise. Like I say, it does have a sound wind reduction thing on it, which I have activated, but it doesn't seem to make that much difference. And like I say, it doesn't take much. So I mean, I don't know how this is going to sound when I play this back, but you know, the thing is that, you know, it's not that, you know, it just takes a slight little, what's the name of it, and let's say, you know, obviously it's got an inbuilt microphone thing, obviously, on this, and wherever it's actually situated, which, to be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea, never really bothered to look, really. Could be this thing here, there's a little, like, looks like some perforation holes where, presumably that's the little, well, mind you, that could be the speaker thing, I'm not sure exactly, to be quite honest. But anyway, wherever the heck it is, you know, when the wind hits it, you know, and even if it's just a little breeze, you know what I mean, it doesn't take much. I've noticed it sounds like a flipping hurricane on it, you know, and then you can't hear me, you're struggling to hear what I'm saying. It's just rather annoying, you know, especially when you've spent like the last 20 minutes waffling on about whatever, and then you can't really hear yourself, and you think, wow, that was a waste of time. Anyway, right, this vlog actually is being a lot longer than I intended it to initially. So I'm kind of thinking what I'm going to do is, and oh, just by the way, just for your information as well, just to let you know, this is the high street we're walking down, by the way. And we're heading towards the train station, because like I say, I am heading home now. So, right, so I'm just debating whether I carry on filming now. We just walked past that little side street, by the way, just to let you know. So I'm just wondering whether I carry on filming for now, or do I stop now and then wait till I get to the train station and then maybe do a last one there, or do I just keep going? And I don't know. It's a good question, because I think, to be quite honest, I'm just kind of waffling on anyway. So I just like to say, I'd rather try and find something interesting for you guys to look at rather than just listening to me waffling on. Oh dear. I mean, I know you've got something in front of you to see, you know, the sort of the shops and what have you, but the thing is, you know, it's like I say, you know, I can imagine me sat in front of this listening to me waffling on now. You know, I can imagine I'd get bored very, very quickly. So I think, oh, and do you know what? To be perfectly honest with you, I'm kind of almost there anyway, so we might as well just carry on filming, I guess. Like I say, it's just rather annoying with this window, which is really annoying. I mean, you know, it's only a tiny little breeze. It's practically insignificant to me. But in terms of the microphone on the camera, you know, it sounds, you know. Anyway, I know I keep going on and on and on and on about it, and I'm really sorry. I apologise for waffling on about the wind, but I'm just thinking in terms of, like, when people are watching it, if people watch it, you know, that you know, it become rather annoying for them, because I've watched videos before. I've watched loads of videos on YouTube where people have been out and about doing whatever they're doing, and then, like, you know, the breeze blows or whatever, the wind blows, and it's horrendous, you know, because you can't hear what people are saying, and it sounds really horrible. It's a horrible sound, you know. So anyway, like I say, we're coming up to the station now, so yeah. So like I say, it's a nice little place. I don't know what it is about this place, because, you know, I've been many different places around London now. In the last well, I've been in London since 2003, so what's that? I'm useless at maths. So what is that? That's God, blimey, Charlie, you're asking me something now. Is that, hang on, 2013? 2003. That's, hang on, is that, no, it's, hang on, it's 12 years, isn't it? 12 years. So that's 12 years.